Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for subscribing, for the positive comments I keep on getting from you guys. I really actually don't know what to say. The way I feel about you guys is just, oh God, I love you guys so much. You guys are always positive, very supportive. And yeah, let's keep on with that spirit, and also let's encourage others to also come and subscribe as well. Let us also do communicate or interact with each other down in the comment section below. So you guys are a very great audience, and I really do appreciate you guys, and I really love you guys. I don't know what to say. Even I have no words to express how I feel. So with that said, and also sorry for forgetting the new members who are currently joining or subscribing. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. My name is Bella King, and welcome to the family. Let's all interact and share our stories with each other so that we might be able to encourage someone out there, right? So let's carry on to the video. So for today's topic, I've decided to talk about something that we experience in our day-to-day life, that we all do experience, and the thing is sometimes we really don't know what to do. And this thing that we all experience is stress. We are all people who fall victim to stress. So with stress sometimes really disturbs us, and sometimes we tend to, when you're overstressed, you tend not to function as productive as how you used to be. So let's start by defining what is stress, or rather what you guys understand by the term stress. So according to me, stress will be the body's response to a challenge, how the body responds to a challenge or a demand. For example, if you are working and you keep on getting a lot of workloads, yeah, there's so much files that need to be done. You have to write a report, you have to uh, um, you have to organize a meeting or conference, you have to call people, like work keeps on piling and piling and piling. So with that alone, you can find that person cannot do all that alone. So it tends to like stress that person out, not only on the work, even sometimes in school. Oh my days, campus life is, I used to think that when you go to campus things will be like all fun and so on, it won't be like high school, but oh God, campus is so stressing. You'll have coursework that are needed, you'll have to attend class, sometimes you have to go for field work. So, and then you also have to read for examinations. So sometimes you tend to find like almost all students are really stressed with everything, like from coursework to lectures to presentations to, because sometimes the time limit is a bit short, so you have a lot of overload, and then things tend to like really stress us out. So you see, like with this, each and every person gets stressed. It can be even though you're at home with your family, or you're out with friends, or there are just certain challenges that tend to make us really stressed out. Like I can also give an example of COVID, this pandemic that is really seriously affecting us, and there's so many people out there who are mentally disturbed, or they're very depressed because they don't have a source of income. Maybe some of them lost their jobs, others just the jobs are hanging, they're still hanging there, they don't know if they're going back to work or they're fired, they're just really confused. Even like the source of income is not there. So if we find like in a family, the father or the mother of the house are trying their best to figure out now, what will my children eat tomorrow, or what will I give to them, because right now the work is, some offices are not yet resumed. So the whole thing, the whole situation is really, it's so stressing. And even like with work, yes, even staying at home, you can find like the youth or each and everyone, like people like us who are at home. One, you have to study online because you can't go to class to do this face-to-face lectures. You have to be home, study online, and remember, you are not working, you are you don't have a job, and you have to get money to pay, like maybe get data or pay for Wi-Fi. And then you'll find like there's some course units that need you to go out and carry research, or there are some presentations that you have to work on, so you have to conduct on how you're going to do it. Just generally, this whole thing is very stressing. So we all deal with stress in different ways, and people tend to have different ways on coping with the stress. So I tend to find each and everybody is always stressed up about something. It can be money, it can be food, it can be school, work, name it all. Things tend to stress us out, and that's why you see that people who are mostly stressed out or depressed tend to now turn to taking drugs, or let's say rather alcohol. They tend to think that now, if I'm depressed or stressed out, let me go drink so that I can forget about this. But bruh, you can go drink and then you come back after some time, when now you're getting sober, won't the stress come out, or the depression, won't you become more even depressed or even more stressed? So some of the things tend to make people to do things that they were not supposed to be doing. And generally, stress is just something that we all go through, and we also need to learn how to cope with them. So with stress, the other ways to cope with stress is change your diet. If you're, when people are overstressed, they tend to have these things like eating disorders. They tend to have insomnia, that's lack of sleep. Like eating disorders, there are people who are, when they're too stressed, they either eat more or eat less. So that's the eating disorder. So you tend to, sometimes people, when they're very stressed or depressed, they tend to be eating more food or junk food, but they tend to be eating more, and then they end up gaining weight. And then the other people tend to be eating less, or they just lose their appetite at all because they are very stressed. So those are the eating disorders. And then the other symptom of someone who is very stressed is they tend to lack sleep, because when you're stressed, you're thinking, your mind is always here, there, everywhere. So you tend to find that the person lacks a little sleep, and the person just doesn't have enough sleep, or he barely sleeps. So that's how stress is also affecting them. So stress is really something that is not good, and we should try our best to help ourselves come out of stress. Let's live a more positive and healthier life, and let's do things that will help distract us or refresh our body, our mind, and everything. So the one of the things that will help you deal or overcome stress will be meditating. Meditation means there's so many types of meditation, and I'm not so sure which one goes for you, but try and Google or go to YouTube and find ways how different you type meditation, you find the different types of meditation. So for me, there's this thing whereby you just meditate, go to a very quiet place, focus on yourself, just keep on playing back, try memories, start getting good thoughts, just think about yourself, what you can do better. Just by meditating, you just feel all relief, you'll feel a lot of relief, and you'll be you. And then the other thing would be changing your diet, or having a balanced diet. A balanced diet, okay, the foods we eat tend to also have an impact on our body. So if you're this kind of person, or these people who tend to eat a lot of junk, you'll see that you're having more fat, you gain a lot of weight or unnecessary weight as well. So in order to have a healthy body and to just be confident about yourself always, so and then the other point will be to exercise regularly. So exercise also helps us. One, you're keeping fit, and it also helps in preventing of stress, because the more you keep on running when you stress out, you run or you jog, or I don't know, any type of exercise that you do, or even yoga helps relax the body. So the more you do relax, then the more you do exercise, then you tend to see that you start feeling better, much more better about yourself. So that will be one, will be eating a balanced diet. The other will be meditating. And then the third point was exercise regularly. And then the other thing is stop using things like tobacco, like smoking or drinking. try as much as possible to avoid those, because sometimes the side effects, or after you use it and then after some period of time you start having the stress again. Why? Let's just try and get rid of these things like drinking. Okay, I do understand that people have different ways of coping, but let's try as much as possible to at least avoid certain things that will end up doubling, even giving us more stress. Yeah, so that will be, let's stop doing things that will bring that back, the stress back. And then now the other thing will be, let's study and or get to know some relaxation techniques that we'll all need to help our body relax. So let's also Google on that, because there's so many relaxation techniques. Wow, that one is a bit okay. Techniques that will also help us with the stress levels or the stress that we're in. So yeah, and then the other thing is try and avoid the stresses or the thing that trigger the stress. So if you are filled with too many, if like for example, if you are this kind of person who has so many demands and things need to be done at some particular time, so you tend to find yourself you're busy back to back. So try and find, no matter how busy you are, use your values when choosing activities. For example, if you know you are someone who is very busy, the thing is, yes, you can work and also keep on taking like regular breaks in between. Don't just sit down on your computer like almost the whole day working on something. You need to get up, stretch around, move, eat, go interact with the friends for a few minutes, then come back. You'll feel more relaxed, more refreshed than someone who's just there busy on the computer 24 or like from morning till evening. You don't even get up to go do that. It also even increases the stress more. So whenever you work in the office or your campus or what, try as much as possible to be having breaks in between, because it will really help you. You'll be more refreshed, and yeah, you'll find that after sitting for like an hour or two, you stand up, you go stretch around. By the time you're coming back, your mind is all refreshed and you feel really nice about yourself, and you can even continue to focus more. So keep in mind to always do having like even though how demanding the work is, you can also keep on try as much as possible to put some breaks in between, so that it's also good for your mental health. Remember, the first thing that I always do or say to myself is, no matter how busy I am, my mental health matters so much. If I'm in a situation whereby the work is too much that I cannot bear, I tend to like, okay, I'm this kind of person who tends to like give myself time. I'll say like, from this time to this time I'll do this, and then for this maybe 15-20 minutes I'll take a short break, and then come back and continue from where I stopped. So the way I keep on doing that, it helps me work harder, or I'm not always not so stressed, because I'll work on this, take a few minutes break, come back, continue. By the time I'm coming back, I'm more refreshed, I'm more energized, because once you go take the breaks, eat something, take a cold drink or something, and then you come back feeling refreshed. So taking breaks whenever you're working or at campus really does help you. And then you should also try and set realistic goals and expectations as well. So if your goal is maybe you want to achieve this by a certain period of time, yes, you can do that. Set some goals and try your best to achieve them on time. So that will be that. And then yeah, try and also like listen to your body, and whenever you feel like your body is really tired, try rest, because the more you overwork your body, then you tend to have the end result will be getting a burnout. So burnout is when now your body is very tired, and because you overworking it, then it just tends to like shut down, and you won't be as productive as how you used to be. So let's try listen to our body. When you're really tired, try take a break, rest a bit, and then continue. Don't overwork yourself, just try work. Yes, so just take care of your mental state, because remember, our health comes first. This prevention is better than cure, so try to prevent some things. So try help yourself, even help your colleagues as well. I'm sure it will help them so much to cope with stress, because we can't say that we can stay like stress free the rest of our lives. No, there's some situations which will really stress us out, but we need to learn how to cope with stress, because it's an everyday thing, or day to day. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it's not there. So it keeps on coming. It's an on and off thing. So let's just continue to interact, associate with one another, and let's also keep the positivity. Always be positive about yourself. Always speak positive. Don't let anyone say negative or make you believe that you are not good in what you're doing. Let people actually not stress you. So if you're having friends, for example, and people tend to stress you so much, try and distance yourself a bit. Try be with people that don't put a lot of stress on you. Let people be there to help and not just make you sometimes become too stressed, or even overwork you and say that this and tomorrow meeting at this time to this time you have to do A, B, C, D. So try to work at your own pace. Don't rush into doing some things. Just take your time, and I'm sure that everything that you're doing within your time or speed limit will be even more better than you trying to compete with someone else. That okay, since this one can finish like within 2 hours, let me try and beat that. No, you are you, the other person is the other one. So you work as how you would feel at ease with yourself. Don't let other person stress you out that you have to do this and you can't do it at this time. Just take things slow, work or do your best, and make sure you give yourself breaks in between. So with that said, thank you guys so much for listening. I know that we do deal with stress sometimes. Let's try and help ourselves cope. Like you can exercise or even do some of your hobbies as well. So that will help you relax a bit. And so with that said, thank you guys so much for listening. You guys are the best. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment this video. And I'm sure I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys so much and have a great day.